And, here's one that's just going to be pure logic. I'm not even going to address emotional feelings, regardless if romantic or wondering about a sibling. I'm just going to talk pure, basic fact. So, a little while ago, I was talking to my mom, and she was like, "You could have stopped this a long time ago." And I said, frankly, no, I couldn't have. Because I moved on. I felt I did the right thing. I felt I made a noble sacrifice. More than I wanted to, more than I felt comfortable doing, despite the atypical circumstances of being lured, despite, everything that went on. All the way from the people roaming around, light blank, all that, all the way up to the smart chicken in the window and me leaving Duluth, all of it. I felt like I did something that I didn't feel comfortable doing despite it all. I felt like I was facing some force that was, hysterical or whatever. I did. I moved on. I was sent a photo, made me question everything. And the rest is history, I guess. But, that's the problem I have with it. It's not a matter of being that simple, because when I had a job that I showed up to, I was phenomenally punctual. I got promoted because of my knowledge I, procured biking as a lonely kid in middle and high school, the coin shop in Excelsior, because that's one place I felt like I was cool at. I didn't have a lot of friends or whatever in high school. That's one thing that I did get from that knowledge. And when you have that job, become a casualty in this situation and so much more. Obviously, I don't want to be a so-called air quote narcissist and quote about my assets I've lost during this, but that's part of it, I guess. But the job and the assets and the effect on my mental health and life is not acceptable, And like I said, it's very simple. It could have been simple before the sting, before luring me. Hey man, I'm straight. Hey man, you're off your rocker. You're, I'm gay and I don't like you. Whatever it might have been. Anything would have been better than being lured. And I've always said that one's friends can't speak for them. Whatever. If someone wants me romantically, or wants me to do a business deal with them, or wants me as a friend, I'm not gonna, let anybody speak for me but me. I'm Ian Wagner. So-and-so can't speak for Ian Wagner. So-and-so can't speak for how I feel and my values. I speak for how I feel and my values. So, obviously that was part of it, and after that even, like I said, it's costed me so much where along the way, so many ways, things could have went differently and been better. I could have been, clarified. It doesn't even have to be respectful. If someone thinks I'm a soy boy fag, whatever, tell me, I'll move on. Yeah, I'll be freaking pissed. But that's better than being lured and having my life set in a bad trajectory. So that's the thing. It's an unusual situation, and I've known that all along. But obviously, it's at a point where it's not that simple anymore, considering everything that they've also done. Like I said, if the probation's not gracious and my life is still horrible, obviously I'm gonna consider going to the police or the FBI with this BR 5514 stuff. And if it's not him, well, and if it is him, maybe that will force something good happening. If he is my brother, I'll find that out and I'll get help for that issue. If he's not, and it's not him, we'll figure out who it really is, because if BR 5514 is not him, there's someone who is clearly, as the court would believe, as dangerous as me out there, if not perhaps more dangerous. Because if they hacked my phone or something, that's a line I would never cross. So maybe BR 5514, if not Peyton, is more of a dangerous person than I could ever be hysterically whipped up into having people believe I am.